The internet's going crazy over the upcoming release of Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 on the Switch with Switch 2 upgrades, and all the drama is around the price. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly why the games are at that price point and what to expect in the future from Nintendo first-party releases. So let's get into it. This was all announced in the last Nintendo Direct, basically wrapped around the Mario 40th anniversary, which brings me to my first point. Mario and the Marioverse has been around for 40 years. Nintendo has spent 40 years building a universe around Mario. Even side characters that we didn't think anything about in that first Super Mario Bros. Game now have their own universes, their own side stories, their own games. For 40 years, Nintendo has been building this. So this goes way beyond games and game releases. And keep in mind, every day there are new people being introduced to video games. Whether it's some little kid being introduced to the games by their parents, or someone out of the blue in their 50s, 60s, and 70s seeing the Switch 2, seeing these colorful looking fun games, and buying the system and enjoying these games. These people have not played Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. They probably haven't even played Super Mario Brothers, some of them. Believe it or not, there are people that have not played Super Mario Brothers. So what happens? Someone new to the hobby wants to play these games to catch up on the timeline of the universe. So why would they sell the game for dirt cheap when there's always somebody new that wants to play that game, that is excited to play that game? So they're going to sell these games at a higher price. The single physical purchase is going to be $69.99. The single digital purchase is going to be $69.99. But divide that by 2 because you're getting 2 games, we're going to round it up and just say 70 bucks, is $35 a game. $35 each for Super Mario Galaxy 1 and Super Mario Galaxy 2? That's not a bad price. Look at inflation. Everything is going up. Look at the announcement just made by Microsoft. Their top tier Xbox system is $800. So you're going to sit there and cry about an upgraded release of Super Mario Galaxy brand new for $35 and Super Mario Galaxy 2 for $35? Now I know I may have come unprepared for this video because right off the top of my head, I don't know what $35 today is comparable to $35 back when those games were released. But I'm damn sure if you look back at some of the old Nintendo Select prices and take that $35 and look what that $35 value is back when those games were released, we're right in the same ballpark. So this whole whining and crying about $69.99 for Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 on one release is completely ridiculous. Nintendo is not going to sell those games for less. And let's be brutally honest here. Everyone crying about the game are collectors. Collectors crying that they have to pay $69.99 for the same game again. Well, guess what? You don't have to buy the game again because I have it right here. I can go play it right now. I don't even have to wait till October to play Super Mario Galaxy. I can pop it in my Wii U or my Wii and I can play it tonight. So you don't have to buy the game again. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, but I need the new one. It's got the new upgrades. It's got the new stuff to it. I have to have it for my collection. So you're admitting that it's going to be a better game. It's going to be a better version with upgrades that the old one doesn't have. But yet you're still crying about the price, which is still less than the original. So what is it? You can't have your cake and eat it too here. But I know collectors, and that's what they want. They want the new game, they want all the upgrades, but they want it for 10 cents. Well, it's not going to happen, and get used to it, because Nintendo is no longer going to be giving games away. In general, Nintendo usually doesn't sell games cheap. So that 40 years that Nintendo has spent building this universe, creating all these characters, developing all these different genres of games, has put them in a position to where they can sell these games at the price they want to sell them for. These aren't just some old games that they're trying to make a buck off. These games have value. People want to play them, and they're not going to dilute their brand and sell them for some crazy low bargain bin price. Nintendo could probably sell Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 physical release for $100 and people would buy it. I'm not condoning that. I don't want that. All I'm saying is these games have value and always will. So don't expect first-party Nintendo games to sell cheap. And to be honest, my personal opinion, $35 is cheap in this day and age. Look at Marketplace, look at eBay, look at any secondhand shop. Nintendo first-party games don't go cheap. And also, Nintendo's a business. At the end of the day, Nintendo is a business. And they definitely are running their company a lot different than they did even probably 3-4 years ago. And in my opinion, it's working. The company seems stable. The company is not in disarray. We don't see crazy, weird, wacky decisions that are like panic decisions like we see from Sony and Microsoft. I don't really follow them that closely. I just read the news blurbs when I'm doing my news searches for videos, but it just seems like Nintendo has a set, solid path that they're following, and they seem like everything's stable. Microsoft, Sony, doesn't seem like that. All that being said, don't expect Nintendo first-party games at bargain bin prices. Nintendo spent 40 years building the Marioverse. There's always going to be new gamers wanting to play the games from that Marioverse. They are quality games that are timeless. Nintendo does not want to dilute their brands by selling games dirt cheap. And collectors are going to be collectors. They're going to cry about the price and buy it anyway. But I'm really curious what you think, so let me know in the comments. If you like what you see here, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.